Hussein Haridy is a former Egyptian assistant foreign minister. Sir, you're joining us from Cairo. We also want your point of view on this. As we said, Qatar and Egypt, both mediators between Israel and Hamas on this. I'm not sure how much of that press conference you were able to hear. The outline of the deal that the spokesperson gave us is that there would be a 60-day ceasefire. There would be a repositioning of Israeli forces within the Gaza Strip, so that means they would pull back. And there would be a surge of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip, something which the Israeli Prime Minister has promised but has not done until now. How seriously are you taking these reports, that Hamas has now accepted? Well, that's a fact, not a report. But how seriously, how optimistic, I should say, are you that we are getting significantly closer to a deal?
Well, I'm not sure, and I will refrain from predicting the course of events in Gaza in the next few days or few weeks, for that matter. We are waiting for the Israeli official reaction to the news yesterday. And of course, we understand that there are major political differences within the Israeli ruling coalition on whether to accept the idea of partial deals or no. My understanding is that both the American administration and the Israeli government are not very enthusiastic or very interested in partial deals. They wanted the release of all the hostages, and then we'll see how things will develop after that. So I'm neither optimistic nor pessimistic. I would rather wait for the official Israeli response to the news of yesterday.
Okay, it was made very clear by the spokesperson of the Qatari Foreign Ministry that the ball is now in Israel's court. Hamas has accepted. Will Israel accept? We simply don't know at this point. He made that clear. However, he did say that Israel has accepted an almost identical deal only, about a month and a half ago. And that's where he seemed to be getting some optimism from. So if Israel was on board with pretty much the same thing, a month to 2 months ago, why wouldn't they be on board with it now?
Much water has come under the bridge, has passed under the bridge now. 1 month and a half has made a lot of difference. I'm afraid the question is the following: why didn't Hamas accept this proposal 1 month and a half ago? Timing is of essence. Timing is of great importance, and I wish the Hamas leadership would look at the element of time in a more strategic framework. But anyhow, in the 1 month and a half between today and the breakdown of the last round of negotiations in Doha, two things have taken place. The first thing is that the Israelis, unfortunately, regrettably, have now a plan to reoccupy or to relaunch their major military operations in Gaza Strip. And the main objective of this operation would be to reoccupy Gaza City. This is the first thing. The second thing is that both, as I said earlier, both the Trump administration and the Israeli government now are not interested in partial deals. They want a deal whereby all the hostages would be freed. The third element I would add, allow me to add the third element, is that President Trump lately, in the last few days, said that there will be no release of hostages until, and I'm quoting him, until Hamas is defeated. So now we are face to face with a joint American-Israeli position that Hamas must be defeated in order to release all the hostages. So the game, as far as I'm concerned, the game has changed a little bit. So I'm afraid that whether Hamas has accepted what Israel was receptive to 1 month ago, I'm afraid it won't make a difference. Of course, personally speaking, I hope it would be different. I hope that the Israelis, the official Israeli position would be positive, that they would really express that they are satisfied with the Hamas change of mind, and they would be working in the context of this partial agreement. Of course, this is still a personal hope, and I'm sure many Palestinians and Arabs around the Arab world share my wish. But let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's wait. And I said earlier, let's wait for the Israeli response.
I've got the quote that you were paraphrasing from Donald Trump, and he wrote this just a few days ago, quote, "We'll only get hostages when Hamas is destroyed," multiple exclamation marks. This was just a few days ago, to your earlier point. Hussein Haridy, Assistant Foreign Minister of Egypt, thank you very much for joining us in the Al Jazeera NewsHour.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.